Welcome back everybody to another ROM overview, and this one here is Validus or Validus. It all depends on how you say it, and I know I'm probably going to get hammered because I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly. But this is another very nice ROM put out by Ground Zero ROMs or Ground Zero, Zero Development. It's a team. They put out Tipsy, um, Validus, and another one. And I'll be all night trying to think of which one it is now. Oh, Tesla. Those three ROMs that I can think of, they put out. They are outstanding ROMs. Basically, AOSP base. This one here, Validus is the one that comes with the CMTE theme engine. The other two, Tesla um, and the other one, has the layers manager in it. Okay, so it's been quite a while since I put a video out for Validus. So I figured, they just come out with a release here just a couple days ago. I thought it was about time that I did something and let you guys, or at least refamiliarize all of you guys with Validus. It's an outstanding ROM. It runs great. It's one of those ROMs that it's not over the top with the customizations, but it does have quite a few custom features. It runs great. It doesn't give you any kind of issues at all when it's running. And it's just a cool ROM. The development team's pretty cool. I like the fact that around Christmas time or around Halloween time, they usually come out with a themed build, and pretty much when you flash this, it's going to come set up dark, and I mean dark black, black with with offset for the lettering and icons. So that's the way it comes. Of course, I'm running a different theme on it because I like to showcase themes for my reviews. So let's go ahead and get into this. As you guys can see, this is Validus, and it is for the Nexus 6, and it is Android version 6.01. This is the RC1 version 9.4, and this is an official build. It does have the security updates, and as you guys can see again, yes, I am running Blackbird kernel, and yes, I did flash it with the supplied kernel, and the supplied kernel does run very good. Again, remember guys, this is my favorite kernel. There are features in this kernel that I like and I use on a daily basis, so that's the only reason I'm running it. I do highly recommend that you run their kernel. At least flash it with their kernel first and try it. I think you're going to like their kernel. Alright, so let's get on with this. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go right on up into the Wolf's Den. That is where all their custom features are at. And notice how it's set up. You've got the Wolf's Den. Where was it at here? Nope, I had it wrong. I had this confused with a different setting. Anyways, just go into Wolf's Den here. First up is going to be the status bar options. As you can see, the first thing that's up are going to be the clock settings, right, left, centered, or you can have it hidden. Not left, just right and centered. You can click the show date, AM, PM style, your size, click that to make the date smaller if you want. You can change the style of the date format, all that, and they let you color it. Like I said before, guys, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, there is nothing I like better than when a developer builds a ROM that allows you to add custom colors in the status bar area. I just love that. Slide to the right, these are the battery settings. There we go, battery settings. Again, right now I have mine hidden because I am running the 3-minute battery mod with mine. Now it does not come built into the ROM. Okay, like Pure Nexus or Dirty Unicorn or Screwed or some of those other ones out there. But I did go over to the Pure Nexus, or not Pure Nexus, I went over to the Nexus 6 3-minute battery mod site. and requested that search. Uh, and I forgot the numbers to his name. I requested for a zip to be done, and I'm going to put his name in the description of the video so you guys know who the developer was that built the zip for me. So if you want to run the 3-minute mod, just go to the thread. I'll give you guys links to go to, all that, and just click on the link of the build that he built for me, and make sure that you guys thank him because it is work that they do for free. And next up is going to be the battery bar. These are your battery bar settings, location, style, charging animation, all that, and of course you can color it. Of course, and then they have the charging current, and that is for the lock screen. I'm pretty sure. Yes, that is for the lock screen. Next up is going to be the icon visibility, which is basically pick and choose what you want to show on the status bar. So you can get rid of, like, I haven't even set this up. I don't know how I missed this. I don't run with that. I don't run with that. That's pretty much it. So I don't want to see those. I don't use them, so I don't want to see those. The others I use, and I'd like to know when they come on, so I leave those on. Next up is going to be the carrier label, which I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I guess I can't get rid of the rest of that. But if you guys noticed in the upper left, well, I guess you couldn't. There's an icon there. Anyways, under carrier label, you can click to show or not to show. Show on the lock screen if you want. And you can pick a custom carrier label. As you can see, under my custom carrier label, I have a flag. And yes, you can put a flag in your status bar. I never knew that. A friend of mine, Frankie T, of R3D themes, R3DS themes. We got to talking, and he was telling me about this. I can't believe I didn't realize I couldn't do this a long time ago. It's very simple. You click on basically on your. You have to use the Google keyboard, of course. You click on. Let's see here. You go to there. I'm going to click on the happy face, and then you can pick on whatever you want. I just went to flags and picked a flag and put it up there. Click OK, and you'll have it in your status bar. So I just thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to bring it up. Notification icons, you can hide them if you want. You can pick how many you want to show, and of course you can color that as well. Now I'm not going to because I'm running a theme, and I don't want it to conflict with the theme that I'm running. So that's the reason why I didn't color it. Next up is going to be the activity of the incoming, outgoing data. You can set it up for incoming or outloading, or your upload, download, both of them, or none at all. Actually, I have it set up for none at all, and I usually have both. That's how I normally do it. They do allow you to color it, which I am going to. We're going to put a little color here, and let's go with that color for the icon or icons. Geez, listen to me. Next up is going to be, of course, the Validus Logo. You guys can run that, or, yeah. I know I'm hacking the name of this ROM apart. And I kind of like the color, that teal color. I'd like to go with a little more of a bluish look. Right about there is about right. Is what I want to go with. And I love it when a ROM gives you, a logo to run. I think it's awesome. I think all ROMs should do it. Same way with, like, your wallpapers, but that's another story. Next up is going to be your quick settings. First up is going to be the tiles, where you can pick and choose what you want in your drop down. I will slowly scroll through this and let you guys see what I have set up right now, so you can see what's in what's in your options that you can choose from. And this is what I did not add to the list, or add to my list, right there. Next up is going to be the animations. I do like the animations. I like it on rotate, and then I like it on fast. Brightness slider, show 4 tiles. You can pick to 4 or 3 if you want. I like to run it with 3. Enlarge first row, vibrate on touch, and then, of course, your quick shade, transparency. Slide to the right. It's going to bring us up the status bar area. You can run a task manager if you like to do that. And I used to do that a while ago when I used to run my Samsung Galaxy Note. Um, I think Samsung was the first phone that I actually familiarized myself with a task manager. But I don't do it so much anymore, especially with the new recent style that they have with that whole Rolodex type thing. It's just easier for me to use it that way. And then, of course, you have your weather settings underneath that, your header view weather, your condition IPAC. You can choose or icon pack. You can choose what you want for that. And then next up is going to be your CMTE header enabler, because this, unlike some of the other ROMs out there, actually has the CMTE version that allows you to install header packs, which is just freaking awesome. Uh, Again, guys, that I just love it when a ROM comes out with the options like this, because to me, this is the kind of ROM I like. Um, then of course you can pick your shadow header image for that header that you pick, and then you have your quick pull down, off, right, or left, and then your quick header, your transparency for your quick settings. And I do have that set up pretty dark. Now, if I was to move that down, whoops, I just moved my pause. Okay, if I was to move that down to about there, that should change the transparency. Now, notice you can almost see right through the header. And I'm going to put that right back up to where it was. Whoops. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Now, look how the header got really solid. You can really see that now. So that's what that does for you. I'm going to go ahead and move that back over on that side. That's pretty much it for the quick settings. That's going to bring us to the navigation bar options. Of course, you can just enable it. You have your navigation mode. They do come with the smart bar and fling, which is just awesome. Under the fling settings, this is what you're going to get for settings. I do not run Sling, but you guys can. That's up to you. You do whatever you want with your phone. I think it's awesome that they put it in there. Like I said, I know quite a few people that do use it. I don't. I guess I just like doing it old school, but that's just me. But it is there. They allow for a lot of different custom features or custom options that you can choose from for that. So, I mean, again, it's just awesome that they do that. I'm going to go back with the smart bar. It does come with pulse. You guys can set that up however you want, and I didn't set my color up. Yeah, I do like the pulse mode, which is pretty cool in itself. I like the lava lamp too. Let's see, extra options. Kill app back button. Yes, it's not in the developer options where you're normally used to seeing it all the way at the bottom. This is where you're going to find it at. And then you have your left-handed mode. That's going to bring us to the hardware buttons. First up is going to be your advanced power menu. They've got a lot of options to choose from here. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, if you turn that off, that kills your advanced reboot menu. So that is going to be turning on your reboot menu. Your advanced power menu, lock screen torch. If you guys want to run with the lock screen torch, that's where you turn that on. And of course, next up is going to be the volume buttons. If you guys are into setting up your volume buttons however you want, this is going to be where you're going to do that at. Alright, that brings us to the recent screen. It does come with Slim Recents if you want. Basically, what Slim Recents is, and I'll just enable it quick. If you are new to Android, it is a KitKat-like, or earlier, KitKat or earlier, like Recents tab, where all of your Recents are going to be at. It's pretty nice, fairly easy to use, a couple little cool tricks to it. You notice there is not a clear all button. If you just take two fingers and touch the screen and squeeze them together, pinch it, you can close out all your recents just like that. So that's a pretty cool thing in itself. And these are all your settings for that. You can color it, do the color of the background. It's pretty awesome. I like to go with the standard, Rolodex type. So these are the settings that I'm going to use. And I do like the fact that they give you these full screen recents. I don't run with a search bar, but they do give you that option. I like the memory bar. Clear all, and of course your clear all positions, they do give you 6 positions to choose from. Some ROMs only give you 3, so it's nice. Actually, some ROMs don't give you any position. It's just, do you want it or not? So this is pretty cool. That brings us to the lock screen settings. First up's pretty much going to be your weather settings. What do you want to show them? Show your location timestamp. Your condition of the clouds and all that. What do you want them colored, monochrome, stuff like that. If you slide it to the right, that's going to bring up your shortcuts, and they do allow you to change the center and bottom shortcuts. So that's pretty cool too. A lot of ROMs out there are only allowing you to change the 2 very bottom shortcuts. You have your lock screen wallpaper, set new wallpaper, return to default. That's going to be where you're going to do that at. Slide to the right, and this is where you're going to get to colorize the screen however you want it. You can go with a flat, solid color if you want, and do them all the same. Don't color any of them. If you're into white, or go wild like I did. Again, this is one of those ROMs like Resurrection Remix that allows you to just go crazy with that, and I will show you what my lock screen looks like here real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the lock screen. As you can see, everything is colored exactly the way I have it set up in there. So I mean, that's really cool how they do that. Another reason I like this ROM so much. Whoops. I think that's it, yes. Okay, now we got the hardware navigation buttons, nav keys, disable navigation keys, and then you have your key actions, enable custom actions. And this is going to be, I'm guessing if you have hardware keys, my guess would be like a 1+1 where you can run with nav bars and have some hardware keys. That's my guess. All right. If I'm wrong, guys, I'm not perfect, so don't tear me apart over that. Last but not least is going to be your advanced UI. This is going to be where you're going to be able to set up your animations. These are the animations that they give you to choose from. Then, of course, you're going to have your app circle bar, which I didn't even set up. Believe me, I've just been playing with this and all the themes. I haven't even had time to set this up, and I usually run with this. And it's very simple. You just go in there and pick some apps. And I'm not going to, pick all of my apps. I'm just going to throw some on real quick to show you how this works. Once you pick your apps, you click OK. That saves them all. You're going to go pick your trigger width, position. Whoops. There we go. Right about in the middle. With a little bit there. And you're good to go. So basically when you hit that area, it's going to open up like that, and you're going to have a little circle with only the shortcuts that you put on it. It's pretty cool. Gesture anywhere. These are your settings for that. If you guys run with that, I'll go ahead and turn it on so you guys can actually see it. I don't use the gestures. I know a lot of people have tried to talk me into it. They're telling me that it's a lot easier to navigate, and I get it. I understand why it would be. I'm not ready to go that route yet. For me. Then the next one, of course, is going to be your multi-window mode, which I do use. I like that, and yes, it does work. I was watching a YouTube video. Actually, I was setting up a YouTube video, and I had my Google Plus page open at the same time, so I could get information. So it works very well. And then, of course, the last settings that you're going to get under the advanced UI is going to be your clock setting. These are your widgets. You can set that all up. Then you have your color settings all the way at the bottom. And next is going to be your weather panel, and this is also the widget. If you run with a widget on your home screen, this is going to be how you set that up. This also is going to be the setup for your lock screen, just so you know, as far as your location and stuff like that goes. Those are the settings for that. And last but not least, of course, is your calendar events, which I do not use. I don't need a widget for that, but that's where you're going to go for that. So that is pretty much it for the custom feature, or the Wolf's Dens. I'm gonna hit the display real quick. This is the feature where you can go just run a dark or a light theme if you want, or automatic, which is pretty cool. It goes by the time of day and by what wallpaper and background you're using. It'll automatically switch to a dark or a light background. It works. I do know it works very well. I did find out though that if you are going to run a theme, play with the switch from dark to light. If you have problems with your notifications not showing, you're getting big white blocks, play with that. Switch it from dark to light, from light to dark, and that will probably get your blocks back to where you can read them instead of them just being a white or a solid black square. Um, Trying to think of anything else that's going to stand out here that I should bring up. Of course, you have your dashboard settings down there, font style, stuff like that. Ambient display is going to be there. Toast icons. That's about it. Oh, all the way at the bottom, they have that screenshot feature where it'll automatically crop and share after you take the screenshot. And then, of course, you can pick a default behavior at the bottom, or what it would actually do when you do that. So you don't have to keep doing something with it all the time. It'll just automatically do that and put it where wherever you set this up at. So, but I don't run that, but that's where you're going to set that up if you want to use that. And it's another nice option to have. Next up is going to be sound and notifications. You have your volume settings, notification settings, stuff like that. You can set up your ringtone and everything. This is going to be where you do that. Remember, guys, the settings that you see that I have under my ringtone notification does not necessarily represent what comes with the ROM. Because I can tell you, Super Mario 3 does not come with this ROM. That's a custom setting that I have. And it's not going to come with the ROM. These are your other sounds. That way, you guys and I like to have some of these on, but I'm turning them all off right now because of the video. And your notification light setup, battery light. If you want to change that, that's where you're going to change that at. App notifications, prevent audio ducking. I like that feature. Your heads up is down there. And then do not disturb, and your notification access is all the way at the bottom under advanced. While we're here, I'll go ahead and show you the theme I'm running. This is what I'm running today is a hodgepodge of different themes. I started out with, I was going to preview this one for you guys. It's called Opposite Colors, but it is a CM12 theme. And if I go style, I'll show you I thought it was pretty cool. I'll show you here real quick. I'm going to go home. Then I'm still using the nav bars because for some reason, and I'm guessing because it's made for a CM12 ROM, that it does not do any changes on your drop down, your quick setting. But as far as the settings go, it's cool. I really like that. It's got an orange with a green background. I like the custom icon look to it. That's what I was going to go with. And then I just ended up deciding to go with Deep Darkness. I'm using just the style on Deep Darkness. That gives me that almost transparent or translucent effect on on my background. And then of course for my drop down, that is different. I'll show you guys what that is here quickly. What I'm using for my drop down is shadows. Status bar, nav bar, they're both set up shadows. So basically style, I got too many on here. My style is Deep Darkness, and then my nav bar and quick settings are shadows. And then of course you guys know me, I run transparent black as my fonts. Or for some reason it's not now. Well, it is now. There we go. I love these fonts. And I'm just running stock. I'm using the standard screensaver or wallpaper. But the wallpaper I have on the ROM is from the Google Plus community, Ground Zero Google Plus community. And it is from Dodd Zilla or Todd Zilla. I'm gonna write that that person's name in the uh, the description as well. I gotta move on. This is going way too long. Let's see. That was themes. I wanted you guys to see the themes. Let's see. Under security, I'll let you see that quickly. These are your security settings. Block color list. So they do give you that, and that is usually a CM feature. And pretty much that is the rest of it. Screen pinning, of course, is all the way at the bottom. And then I'm going to go into the developer options quickly and let you guys see those. There's not a lot here. There's no root in the developer options, and there's no, what was it? For your reboot, that's not here neither. I showed you guys where that was at. But make sure that you hit the USB debugging. Make sure that that is on. If you don't do anything else, at least make sure that's on. Under drawing, again, remember the multi-window is in the custom settings as well. And that would be your developer options. Well, guys, that is Validus for the Nexus 6. This is their latest version. I think it is an awesome ROM. It's running great. Again, guys, I've had no issues with it. The icon pack I'm running, it's a new one. I will let you guys see that quickly, and then I've got to cut this video short. Look and feel and icon pack's called Giai, or G-A-I-A. I'm guessing Italian, and I am probably pronouncing that wrong too. But that's the icon pack I'm using right here. So that's what it looks like. I'll let you see my icons there. And again, remember, guys, the wallpaper is, I want to say Dodd Zilla, but I think it's Dodd Zilla, D-O-D-D. Don't want to go there. I want to go Google Plus quickly, and I will show you that. Communities. And we'll go to Ground Zero quick, because this is going to be where you want to go to get the ROM. I suggest going to Google Plus Community for just about everything anymore. This is going to be where you want to go. If you go to All Posts and you drop down here to Ground Zero Graphics right there. And right there it is. And it's Dodd Zilla. I knew it was either Todd or Dodd. Dodd, I apologize. That is the creator of this wallpaper, and it is just awesome. So I got to let you guys go. I've definitely kept you long enough. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked the video, and if you didn't, you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I want to thank all of my subscribers, guys, and I will see you on the next one.